Today we're going to be looking at how to calculate the density of different objects. First, I want you to consider these two glasses of water. Now, aside from your hydration levels, what's the difference between these two glasses? Volume, okay, it's pretty obvious. This glass has a larger volume of water than this glass. So the mass of this glass is larger than the mass of this glass. But because there's water in both of these glasses, the density of that water is the same. So it doesn't matter if you have a teaspoon of water or a whole swimming pool full of water, the density of that water should be roughly 1 gram per centimetre cubed. That's because density tells me something about the material itself. So objects of the same materials should all have the same densities. So what's the equation that I can use for density? Density is equal to mass divided by volume. If you want a way of helping you remember that, you can remember the acronym MOVE. Mass over volume equals density. Credits to my own physics teacher at school, Miss Smith, for that one. What are the units for density? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Because there can be two different units for density. Don't freak out. You can have density in grams per centimetre cubed, or you can have density in kilograms per metre cubed. It all depends on what unit you're measuring your mass in. Is it grams or is it kilograms? And it depends on what unit you're measuring your volume in. Is it centimetres cubed or is it metres cubed? I have an object. It is a cube. The length of the sides of the cubes are 5 centimetres. The cube has a mass of 10 kilograms. Calculate the density of the cube in kilograms per metre cubed. Okay, so we know in order to find my density, I'm going to need my mass and I'm going to need my volume. But what units do I need my mass and volume to be in? You need to check the units of your density. In this particular question, density is in kilograms per metre cubed. So I need my masses to be in kilograms and I need my volume to be in metres cubed. So let's start by labelling my mass. That's easy. In this question, it is 10 kilograms. Okay, now I need to think about the volume. So I need my volume to be in metres cubed, which means when I'm working out my volume, I need the sides of my cube to be stated in metres rather than centimetres. Make sure you make that change before you calculate the volume of your cube. Okay, now I know that to calculate a volume of a cube, I do the width times the height times the base, and that gives me 0.05 times 0.05 times 0.05 equals 1.25 times 10 to the minus 4 meters cubed. Okay, so finally I've got my density is equal to mass divided by volume. So we've got 10 divided by 1.25 times 10 to the minus 4, 80,000 kilogram per meters cubed. Okay, now I'm going to take the same cube, but this time I want the density in grams per centimetre cubed. So this time I need to convert the mass 10 kilograms into grams. So I've got 10 times 1,000 equals 10,000 grams. Okay, now I need to work out the volume of my cube, but I need to leave the sides in centimetres this time to get my volume in centimetres cubed. So I've got 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Now I can do my density again by doing my mass, which was 10,000, divided by my volume, which was 125, and that gives me 80 grams per centimetre cubed. If you want to directly convert between the two, you can just do the following. Multiply by 1,000 to go from grams per centimetre cubed to kilograms per metres cubed, or divide by 1,000 to go for kilograms per metres cubed to grams per centimetres cubed. Please do download the notes below, and thanks for watching.